15. Evaluate these in exact values. 2 ln e to the 4.5. Well, the 4.5 can come down, or the 2 could go up, but ln of e, we know, is that cancels each other. To what power do we take e to get e to the 4.5? It's 4.5. So this is 2 times 4.5. And if you had taken it down, it would have been times ln e, but ln of e, to what power to take e to get e, is 1. So 2 times 4.5 is 9. And these are inverses. 10 to the log base 10, they cancel each other, of the square root of 5 becomes the square root of 5. This is times up there. Okay? And so those are the exact answers. 16. So we have 8 to the 3x plus 1, and we have 2 to the 2x, and they look like they could both be expressed as 2 to the something. 8 is 2 to the third to the 3x plus 1 equals 2 to the 2x. And so I'd multiply these, and I'd have 2 to a power. That power would be 9x plus 3 equals 2 to the 2x. So the powers have to be the same if the bases are the same. See, this would be 2 to this power equals 2 to that power. So those powers have to be the same. So I can subtract 2x, and I'll get 7x, subtract 3, and get minus 3, divide by 7, and x equals negative 3/7. And you can go ahead and put that in for the x's into this original equation and figure out what this side is and what that side is, and you'll come out equal. Now, b. To what power do you take the square root of 3 to get x? And well, let's change this back to a power equation. So, square root of 3 to the negative 4 is x. The negative 4 means 1 over square root of 3 to the 4th equals x. And the square root of 3 times the square root of 3 is 3, times the square root of 3 times the square root of 3 is another 3, so 3 times 3 is 9. So this is 1/9. That's B. This is A. C. Let's get the logs on the same side. So we'd have log of 7x minus 12 minus the log of x equals 2. And since it's minus, we'd divide, and so we'd have the log of the arguments divided, 7x minus 12 over x, one log, not log of this whole divided by that, log of that, it's just those two divided, equals 2. And so now we might as well change it into a power equation. So this says base 10, so we have 10 to the 2, which is 100, equals 7x minus 12 over x. If I multiply both sides by x, I get 100x equals 7x minus 12. Add 12 to both, subtract 7x from both sides, and I get 93x equals negative 12. Divide by 93, and x equals negative 12 over 93. Now, can I use negative 12 over 93? Well, it says log of x. That would be a negative, so I can't use that answer, so there's no answers. Sometimes log equations have no answers. All right, this one, we're looking for the power, so let's change it from a power equation to a log. So log base 2 of 3, to what power to take 2 to get 3, and that answer was x plus 1. Now I can work that out by taking log of 3 over log of 2. That's the change of base rule. and that's equal to x plus 1. And so if I subtract 1 from both sides, I get x equal log 3 divided by log 2 minus 1. And I can get the decimal answer for that if needed. So that would be log 3 divided by log 2 minus 1 is 0.58496, whatever. And I can use that for the power, and you can put that in there and check it. All right, the final problem. A culture of bacteria obeys the law of uninhibited growth. If n is the number of bacteria in a culture, and t is the time expressed in hours, express n as a function of t. If there were 500 bacteria initially and 800 after an hour. So uninhibited growth would be the number after some time t later is the number at the beginning, which was 500, e to the some constant times t. And they're saying that we get 800 e to the k when t was 1. So e to the k. So if we divide by 500, we get 8/5 equals e to the k. Now to find k, we would change this power equation to a log equation. Log, to what power do we take e? So that's log ln, log base e, ln, of 8/5 equals k. So let's do that. Ln of 8 divided by 5 is 0.47000. So close enough. So our equation that they asked for, the number that will be later at some time will be the 500 that we start with, e to the 0.47t. Determine the number of hours when there will be 40,000 bacteria. So now we're going to put 40,000 in for n, and equals 500 e to the 0.47t. So if we divide by 500, we get 80, I think. Better be careful here because it's late. 80 equals e to the 0.47t. Now I would change this to a log, and that would be ln 80 equals 0.47t, because it says to what power do I take e to get 80, and that's the power. So then I divide by 0.47, so I get ln 80, close the parenthesis, divided by 0.47, and we get t to be 9.32 hours. Because t was in hours, I believe, wasn't it? Yeah, after 1 hour, t was in hours. Time expressed in hours. So that's the sample test.